Here's a set of photographs from a homicide scene in which the data was captured with a laser scanner. And I'll walk you through how to create a 2D drawing from the data. This is a 2D drawing of the scene, of the photos that we just viewed. It was created from the point cloud. You can see the body outline here. The evidence marker is numbered. The line work for the parking lot stalls, the vehicles and tag numbers. The vehicles came from the symbols library. The blue line represents the roof outline, as if you were looking from the top down or a bird's eye view. And the black lines are the outline of the building itself. I'm going to turn on the point cloud data. This particular scene here is 33 million points. It was scanned at night, and the colors from scanner are a little bit hard to see. I can switch this into a high intensity grayscale, reload the point data. You see that it's a little bit easier to see the level of detail. What I'm going to do is zoom in. It becomes a bit more pixelated here, so I can force the data to reload the point cloud. You'll see that feature here in a moment. I can rotate the drawing in 3D to visualize it, use the pan features, and when I get it to a view that I want, I can force the point cloud to reload, and it's going to refresh the screen. Detail will come a little bit clearer. I also have the option of looking at it with the color map rainbow. It'll make some of the features stand out. This is typically the view that you see in photographs for magazines, advertisements of the point cloud. You can see the area that is not as clear. Again, zoom to a particular area, force the point cloud to reload, and it'll refresh the drawing screen. If I want to get a better view of some of the features, such as the body, zoom to a view, force the point cloud to reload, and it'll become a bit clearer. These are some of the toolbars that are available to make drawing easier for you. In this case here, we're producing a 2D drawing. I want to draw on a top-down view, and I want to define a reference plane, which will place all the line work at one level. I'm going to set my plane parallel to the XY axis, define the plane by 3 points on the parking lot ground, turn on the grid, inspect it. These features here allow me to size the grid by width and height, as well as the size of each cell. And I can save this particular plane. In this case here, it's called parking lot ground. If I were to do some drawing on it today and return to it later and want to do some more drawing, rather than redefine a plane, I can save it and load it up and continue drawing. This feature here locks it in a top-down view. Turn the grid off. I no longer need it. My snap features, much like in drawing, allow me to snap to a point only on the plane or a point projected. And in this case here, I want all of my line work on one level, so I'm going to use on plane. I'm going to zoom in, start to draw the parking lot lines with just a 2-point line segment here. I can draw in a permanent or in a temporary mode. And by temporary mode, I mean that I can draw some lines in. I can turn off the point cloud, inspect my line work, and do some editing if needed. And if I'm happy with it, accept it. And it will send it over to the CAD screen. I've chosen to put my line work in red while I draw. I'm going to reload the line work now that has been accepted, and you can see in red as it projects onto the point cloud. This program works best if you have 2 drawing screens. You can certainly draw with 1 screen, but with 2 screens you could have the point cloud data up and be drawing and visualizing it as it appears on the CAD screen. Here I'm doing an outline of the vehicle. This will allow me to place the vehicles in their respective locations. Just some simple line work that shows me where to place it. Toggle off the point cloud. Inspect my work. Accept it. Go over to the CAD screen, and for the vehicle outlines, I've chosen to put them in this green color here, which shows up well on the point cloud. Turn the point cloud back on, reload my current drawing from the CAD screen, and there it is. So you'd continue in this manner, drawing the crime scene. Here's an example of the completed crime scene, again with the line work in red so that you can visualize it. Toggle off the point cloud to see if everything's where you want it to be. Here's my vehicle outlines. Reload the point cloud, and you can see that they are fairly accurate as to where they were placed. And if not, you can move them around and adjust them in the CAD screen. Once I'm done, I can switch my line work back to a color that looks good when I get ready to print it. Here's the evidence markers placed in the location where they were on the point cloud, and again, the outline of the body. So drawing within the point cloud is as basic as identifying what it is that you want and tracing over it, inspecting the work on the CAD screen, making any modifications or adjustments to the drawing, and then saving your work.